All right, hello everyone. So here's a Poetry Oracle message for all of us post election. I want to share a little context about this. So, a few hours ago, I read a post from my sister Rebecca, Flower of the Water, on Facebook. And she shared that she went to sleep last night upon seeing where the election was going. And she asked, does God have a message for us at this time? Does God have a message for humanity? And then I think in her dream, she received the words, apparently in the form of a song. And the words that she received were, "The way to God is through service." And so I read that. The way to God is through service. That's the message for humanity at this time. I went to sleep, just took a little nap a moment ago, reflecting on that. So what does service mean? What is service? We, I think, have a lot of notions about what service is, which may not be what it actually is. Because when I think of service, I actually have a sort of association with it that kind of feels dry and almost like sacrificing. So I was really curious to tune into an understanding of service that is of truth. So I thought about that, and I forgot that I was asking that question, and I woke up and I had the thought, let's do a poetry oracle. So I oh, uh, came to the book, turned to the page. This is from my first poetry journal, which I started a few years ago, or a couple years ago. And what I turned to, when I read it, I realized it actually answered the question that I had, what is service? And this resonates very deeply with what Rebecca received as well. So I'm going to share with you the Poetry Oracle message for everyone at this time. I claim my precious life. I stand tall and strong in it. I am proud, I am confident, I am clear. And this is what I pointed to. What excites your heart is your truth. Old are the days of moving forward in fear, in seeking, in uncertainty. Be what you are. Move as you are. Nourish the world with what you have found. The natural flow of nature is to share itself, to share its abundance. I find out all that I have by giving it. In giving, it nourishes the world and creates more space within me to receive what I need. Giving is a natural gesture, as natural as the exhale, as natural as the abundant air and the oxygen from the trees. So this is the Poetry Oracle's message, and I think what this is saying is give what you are. Give from the heart. In seeking direction, it stifles the direction and the purity and the clarity of the heart. By seeking to replace confusion and uncertainty with knowledge and direction, by seeking to run from our anger, from our distrust, from our fear, with something to hold on to, we stifle the innocence and the purity and the wisdom of the heart that does not want us to push away anything. There might be some grieving. There might be things to feel now. But the message here is we all have something to give because we all are what we are. And what we are is fully equipped to give in abundance. And we find what we need through the giving of it. What excites your heart is your truth. Old are the days of moving forward in fear. Be what you are. Nourish the world with what you have found. The natural flow of nature is to share itself, to share its abundance. And when we get stuck in our fear, when we get stuck in what arises within us, which is different than allowing it and feeling it, when we get stuck in it, we create a world there. We also at the same time stop being what we are. And I think that the deeper invitation in this is not about something on the outside happening that gives us permission to give to one another. It's about us making that choice to live in our truth, to live in our heart. So answering the question, what is service? I think service is just being what we are and giving that. It's a purely, highly individual, personal. It's not about a thing that you have to do or it doesn't look a certain way. True service is an authentic, natural, spontaneous expression of our own abundance, shared. And in the sharing of it, we receive it. To find out all that I have, I give it. In giving, it nourishes the world and creates more space within me to receive what I need. And I would add, I only find out what I have by letting it go. Otherwise, it sits inside of me and it stagnates and I never find out. And I focus on what's not happening, on what I don't have, on what's going wrong. I think there's a big principle in creation, and I see this in my personal life and collectively, that before a big paradigm shift, things often get really, really polarized. And it's almost this pull from the universe for us to find it in ourselves. It's not getting what we want, not arriving at the circumstances that we really needed. Brings us back to the necessity to determine ourselves from within, to live it, to become it. And there's a great truth that we really can't do this alone. And I find in this collective despair and shock, there's something really important about just upping the love, upping the caring, and upping the togetherness, because we really are here together. And it's most important that whatever your views, whatever your thoughts, whatever your perspective, that the focus is really about caring for one another. And I think that's where service is, being ourselves, being genuine, and caring for one another. Okay, I love you. Many blessings, sending my love and my oneness, my togetherness to all of you.